Yo, this is Real Talker E. Welcome to the locker room where we talk nothing but basketball. If you want to be part of the locker room, you have to join the team. In order for you to join the team, you have to subscribe and share the video. So please subscribe to not only be part of the locker room and the team, but to also be part of our daily basketball conversations. Now, yesterday, it was a mediocre night in the NBA. It was crazy depending on how you look at it. It was bad depending on how you look at it. But let's go ahead and get started, and you guys will understand what I mean. First game that we'll be talking about, the Clippers Hornets game. This game was very odd. I mean, the Clippers had the lead, and the third quarter came. The Hornets went crazy out of nowhere. They took the lead back. I mean, the Clippers starting lineup choked, and then, Ty Lue put his bench back in, and they took the lead back, especially in the fourth quarter. Oh my God, the bench came through and they took the lead. And when the Hornets pushed back, as soon as Ty Lue put the starters back in, we had Kawhi Leonard hit clutch bucket after clutch bucket, and he won them the game. This is his sixth game of the season. Finally, he's back. Finally, Kawhi Leonard is back. We was waiting so long for this. I hope he actually plays for the rest of the year. I don't even care if he doesn't play back-to-backs. We don't expect him to play back-to-back. Just play for the entire year. Please do not get injured again. Paul George also came back. Finally, bro. Finally. And they won the game. Kawhi hit the most clutch bucket, and that would not have been possible without Paul George putting his pride and his ego aside and, realizing that Kawhi had the better matchup and pointing at him and allowing his team to make the pass to Kawhi, and Kawhi delivered like he always does. And it felt good to watch Kawhi play, bro. I'm so happy, bro. I want to see the Clippers play with Kawhi, with Paul George. I want all of them to play together. John Wall, he didn't have the best scoring night in the fourth quarter, at least, but he was still a presence. Regardless, Clippers won. Kelly Oubre Jr. had like 4 or 5, 6 threes. And then, the Hornets went off. PJ Washington went off. Shout out to them. I mean, they stayed in it. They've been competing. And, they need LaMelo back or Gordon Hayward or both. Clippers, that's a good win for them. I don't like the fact that they won and the Suns lost, but it is what it is. Our next game, the Phoenix Suns Dallas Mavericks game. What the hell went on? The Suns were down by 22 points in the third quarter. The beginning of it. And they tried to fight their way back. And it was not happening. How did we manage to go down by 22 points to a team that has terrible defense? And the Suns just lost to the Mavericks, and then we about to go play the Celtics tomorrow. If the Mavericks beat us by 22, just imagine what the Celtics are going to do to us. They're going to smoke us. We're losing that game by 40. I think that's the best defense in the league. Luka had 27 before the third quarter finished. Actually, before we even hit midway into the third. What is going on, bro? We need to find a way to win. I'm tired of winning one game, losing the next game, winning one game, getting blown out the next game. What is going on, bro? We got to win. Now, mind you, before the loss to the Rockets, the Suns were on a 6-game winning streak. But as if the last 3 or 4 games, we've been winning one, losing one, winning one, losing one. I don't want to do that. I want to win, bro. But enough of that game. It was a blowout. Shout out to the Mavericks. They won it. Got to give them their credit. It was 130 to 111. Got smoked by 19. It is what it is. Our next game and our next basketball conversation, the Boston Celtics Toronto Raptors game. Yo, bro, I hate NBA refs, bro. Like the first half, the Celtics were getting no calls. And then you got the Raptors getting every single call. Fred VanVleet got waved that foul. Pascal Siakam, got bumped foul. OG Anunoby hit somebody. Oh no, we're giving him the foul. And then they started giving out texts. Like all that just for the Raptors to lose. Jason Tatum came in the third quarter and he turned it all the way up. They could not stop him. They couldn't do anything to him, and it was done. And also, Bo, like I'm gonna give some of the blame to the Celtics too, because in the first half they were not passing the ball. It was a lot of Jason Tatum ISO, Jason Tatum trying to score over a double team, Jaylen Brown trying to get to the basket. It wasn't like, okay, let's move the ball around, let's move with pace, let's play the way the Celtics usually play. They let the Raptors outplay them, especially with pace. But they came out in the third quarter, the fourth quarter, and they won it. And shout out to them. The Raptors tried to make a push, and Jason Tatum delivered. And Jaylen Brown had a night. And what I keep telling y'all, if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown have both 24 points each or more, GG's. There's no winning that game. For me, like this is not a chance. You're not gonna win that. The Raptors got another loss. Fred VanVleet honestly did not do it much. He did not do enough. You're not expecting him to show up and do more, but it is what it is. Our final game of the night, the Warriors-Pacers game. Oh my God, I was so mad, bro. I mean, Steph had 2 points, I think, in the first half. Ended the game with 12. They wasted a nice 28-point game from Klay Thompson. Klay had 17 in the first half, and then another 13 in the second half. No, I lied. I did the math wrong. 11. And they managed to lose, bro, to the Indiana Pacers. How are teams losing to the Pacers? And why are the good teams in the NBA so up and down? And why did yesterday a whole bunch of bad teams win? Like, all the good teams yesterday lost except the Clippers. Like, what is going on? The Warriors came out and they basically wet the bed. Klay tried, bro, and Klay, like I said, bro, he's been going off, and the Warriors been like wasting it. They've been wasting these games from Klay Thompson. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before we get Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry like just shooting, like going off. It's bound to happen. I mean, all they're missing now is Steph. It's like Klay and Jordan Poole got hot, and then Steph just like cooled off. I mean, I would like them to win. Please stop losing to the Pacers. I don't know why good teams are losing to the Pacers. It is what it is. Benedict Mathurin, Tyrese Halliburton, great players. Benedict Mathurin is still my rookie of the year. But, shout out to the Pacers. They won. Give them their credit. Warriors need to do better. And, some shout outs of the night. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had 35 points. And overall, good stat line, good amount of rebounds, good amount of assists. Thunder beat the Hawks. And this is a bad look for Trae Young, because when he wasn't there, they faced the Nuggets and they won. And now he's there, they face the Thunder and they lose. And he had like a good 24-point game. DeJounte Murray had like 26, 25-point game. And, overall, you expect them to win, and they just did not win. So it's a bad look for Trae Young. It makes what I said yesterday look terrible, but it is what it is. The Sixers lost to the Rockets. Joel Embiid had like almost 40 points. I don't remember if it was 37 or 39, but he almost had 40 points, and they lost to the Houston Rockets. No defense, because obviously the Rockets put up 132, so clearly no defense. And just overall bad plays from the Sixers. The Bucks Magic game went down to the wire. I don't know how. I'm telling you, bro, yesterday was like so weird. All the bad teams were either in the game or winning games. And Giannis had like 36 points and like 13 boards. Chris Middleton had like 5 points, 5 assists. And then Drew Holiday, obviously, we know what he does. And the Bucks only won it like 109 to 102 to the Magic. I get it's the NBA, and these are all NBA players, that anything can happen on any given night. But at the same time, it's like, really? Bucks, Magic, Warriors, Pacers? Now, I know the Pacers are like top 4, top 5 seed in the East, but I'm not going to let that fool me, bro. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. I'm not a believer, bro. I don't know, bro. Yesterday was a weird night in NBA, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, obviously, comment, subscribe, and share. And this is Real Talk with E. It's time to leave the locker room. I'ma catch ya. Safety.